Hello, I'm Isabella Welch, and this is my hashtag persuasive speech for my speech class. And this presentation is called The Silence Capri. It was September of 2017. Hurricane Harvey had just passed, and my mother was minding her own business. This was until she heard the crying voice of a tiny kitten outside. My father was with her, so together they went out to investigate. And whenever they went outside, my mother saw this tiny white figure just peeking out from the bushes. So she quickly lured it out, and my father scooped the kitten up in his arms. That kitten would then become our house cat, Mimosa, now nicknamed Mimi, which has been able to bring color to a rather colorless life. She's a talker. She voices her opinions left and right. Yes, mom. No, mom. Why, mom? She's a beauty, with eyes that changes color to green, to gray, and to blue. She's a symbol of elegance, with a gentle stride and posture. She's charismatic and intelligent in her own way. And she's the reason as to why I believe that the Siamese cat is like no other. There's always been the stigma about the cat breed, how they're void of emotions or are overly cruel, or how they're pathetic to the owners, or how they regret being domesticated. But the Siamese cat is unique and exciting. This is because the Siamese cat is a companion that is highly intelligent, emotionally engaging, and highly intelligent. So, the history of the Siamese cat is interesting, making the breed both intriguing and mesmerizing. And in an article from Purina called The Siamese Cat Breed and Information, it states that a British general brought a pair of two Siamese cats, Pa and Mia, from Thailand back to England as a gift for his sister, who would then open up a cat club in 1901. Additionally, in the 1961 book called The History of the Siamese by Carlo Bowen, it explains that the Siamese gained popularity due to their unique form of race, their voices, and personality, which took a lasting hold on the public's interests. Not only does this make the Siamese cat an attractive breed, but their coat and personality make them truly irresistible. The Siamese has a pattern called the polar point pattern, and this pattern is a mutation on the enzyme that controls the melanin. This mutation is heat sensitive, meaning that the cooler parts on a cat's body are going to be darker, such as the ear, the tail, the face, and the paws. Additionally, the Siamese is born purely white, and they get darker as they mature. And according to their genetics, they can be either a flame point, a color point, a silk point, or a chocolate point, just to name a few. Apart from this, some people might say that the Siamese cat is beautiful, but the personality of the Siamese is not what they're looking for in a pet. But this cannot be true because the Siamese is emotionally engaging and they bond so closely to the owners as well. Now, as mentioned by Jane Hamlet and Rebecca Preston on their article, The Siamese Cat, noisy, despotic, and fascinating. Scientific research has suggested that cats communicate in a variety of different noises. And Siamese are no different. They have low-pitched voices and can talk with their owners a mile a minute, as stated by a Pet Finder article called Siamese Breed, Information and Adoption. Additionally, the article mentions that they bond very closely to the owner, and this bond is similarly to the bond that a dog has to its owner. And lastly, the Siamese are highly intelligent, as mentioned by feline behaviorist Ross found on the Catalicious website. He mentions that the Siamese is naturally curious and quick learners. He mentions that they've been able to pick up routines, open doors, and even play fetch. And this is because the breed doesn't respond to toys, they solve them. So, let's take a moment and take Ingrid's advice found on the Siamese cats from Cottage Vet. If you want a quiet and independent breed for a cat, the Siamese might not be the best breed because the Siamese is going to talk to you all the time. They're going to want to cuddle with you all the time, and they'll want to follow you everywhere you go. So, after analyzing these factors and seeing the pictures of the Siamese and living with the Siamese for about a decade, it becomes clear that the Siamese cat is not like other. The Siamese cat is a companion. It is a bond and a promise of love, of loyalty, and devotion to a small voice that speaks the loudest. This was my speech. Thank you so much.